All eyes are on Booster 13 as it towers over the launch site with its scaffolding still wrapped around it, hinting at some serious action underway. The area is buzzing with an atmosphere of anticipation. You can see the booster positioned at its interface with the Orbital Launch Mount OLM, and there's plenty of work happening at that connection. It's fascinating to speculate what this could mean, and with that familiar open-backed column, yes, the one that's actually a staircase, leading up to the mount, you can practically feel the energy building. That's the climb only for those brave enough or lucky enough to hold the lift keys. And now, as the scaffolding starts coming down, we're getting clear signs that something big is coming. After all, scaffolding is never meant to stay around for rocket firings. Have you hit the like button yet? Help us boost the YouTube algorithm by giving us a like. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Many thanks for your amazing support. Shifting our view to the bustling construction zones, the hive of activity is unmissable. Trucks, lifts, and workers in high-visibility vests swarm the area, readying for each next phase. And yep, we even spotted a vacuum truck. Because yes, even a high-tech spaceport has mundane needs, like a septic system. It's a funny reminder that behind the rocket science, there are still regular facilities and daily logistics. Meanwhile, over by Starhopper, it's looking like it's getting a bit of a glow-up. Teams have been working on it, adding some polish to this icon of early Starship testing. Right near it, we have ongoing work on the Cutie arm, a nickname for a critical piece of equipment over at the Sanchez site. It's been a while since we first saw the Cutie arm in action, but it keeps looking sleeker and more refined with each visit. And then there's the mysterious actuator, a part of the development that leaves us with questions every time we see it. Something is always brewing at Starbase. One of the coolest pieces of equipment in the yard is what's known as the dance floor. This platform can be raised, lowered, and folded as needed, providing a secure work area under the booster. And yes, from certain angles, it totally resembles something out of a sci-fi movie. Like a sand crawler, it's a practical but oddly futuristic piece that shows the creativity SpaceX brings to their process. Now let's talk tests. Booster 13 is already in testing, even though it feels like we just watched Flight 5 wrap up. This machine's momentum is unstoppable. After clearing the pad, Booster 13 underwent a full cryogenic test, and it was a spectacle. Liquid nitrogen was pumped in, icing up the booster's surface and sending clouds of vapor billowing across the salt flats. It's captivating to see how temperature shifts affect these massive structures. These rolling vapors caused visibility issues during Flight 5, drifting so close to the ground that they obscured some cameras. It's an unexpected challenge unique to Starbase's geography that SpaceX will need to consider as they refine their launch plans. Then there was the static fire test, one of the highlights of the week. If you listened closely, you could catch that ambient roar of the Raptor engines firing up, blasting out a distinct blue flame. It's a sight that never gets old, especially as the plume clears and you catch that beautiful blue flash. A mark of Raptor engines firing with unparalleled precision. Imagine a launch at sunset with the Raptors blazing against a dusk sky. Next up in the spotlight, the Starlink Pez dispenser, as it's been humorously dubbed. This cargo module, designed to deploy Starlink satellites, made its way over to the Sanchez site. It raises big questions about its next role. Is it getting some kind of upgrade? Or maybe it's being retired. Either way, it's a big piece of SpaceX's satellite strategy, and we'll be watching closely to see its next move. And for a bit of unexpected stargazing, if you caught that streaking light in the background, that was actually a Dragon capsule making its re-entry to Earth. According to NASA's visibility charts, it was supposed to be hard to spot from Starbase, but we lucked out with perfect conditions and got an amazing view of it cutting through the atmosphere, leaving a plasma trail across the Gulf sky. Just goes to show sometimes reality outshines predictions. In some sobering news, the returning crew from that capsule did have to make a stop at the hospital. One of the astronauts remains hospitalized, so we're all sending best wishes their way as they recover. Now, back at the shipyard, we're seeing some final work being done on Ship 31. The tile work seems to be in its last stages, with scaffolding still up but looking close to coming down. Another signal that this phase of the project is almost complete, and another ship is nearing readiness. And then about that mural we mentioned last time on the side panel, well, it's already peeling. It's surprising, given that it's brand new. This has led to speculation that maybe it was only meant to last for Flight 5, or perhaps it's a temporary feature. Either way, it's definitely catching attention, and we'll be watching to see if this mural is here to stay, or just a passing detail. Let's take a quick look over at Megabay, where ship sections are constantly on the move. Those massive doors, though, they're actually made of fabric and operate like oversized curtains, bunching up as they slide open. Peeking behind them, you might spot what looks like a clean room, where components are polished and prepped before being moved to their next stage of assembly. It's a fascinating glimpse into the precision required for these colossal builds. And as we zoom back out, we see Booster 13 being lifted off the orbital launch mount after its static fire, swinging over for what seems to be another round of inspection. Every angle, every shot, all of it gives us another look into the mind-boggling scale and intricacy of this operation. All of these incredible shots and insights wouldn't be possible without the hard work and dedication of the on-the-ground team capturing it. Rain or shine, scorching heat or chilling winds, they're out there, bringing us close to the action and helping us see Starbase come to life through every phase of this journey. So here's a massive shout out to all of them for their tireless efforts. And of course, thank you to each of you for tuning in and supporting this mission to explore the frontier of space. Remember, keep your eyes on the stars and your heart set on discovery. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash subscribe for more jaw-dropping space updates, and join us as we embark on a cosmic journey like never before.